to people in different time zones.
Good morning,
Hey,
Femi. Good
Hey,
morning to you all.
everyone.
Okay, the live streaming is now on. Let's get started. Let me share the agenda today. Give me a second. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, thanks. So today we have a few items. So let's start one by one. The first one is quite important. It's about the governance issues. This is also a follow-up from previous meeting on last Monday. Let's check the status. Some PRs we already reviewed, approved by maintainers, but we still have several PRs not merged yet for adding org maintainers. The first one is TSP Client Go, this new library. Pritesh, do you want to take a look at this PR or it is fine? We can merge it. Currently, we have two. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't reviewed. We can review just now. Give me 2 minutes. I will review it.
Okay.
I thought
the
I
next-
reviewed all the PRs, but apparently I missed one or two.
Okay. Yeah. Please review it and also merge it if it is okay. Okay. I think we can merge this one, right? Yeah. Thanks.
Yep, merged it.
The next one is this repository. Actually, this one is not. This is not an active repository at this moment. And as I know that we also have some ongoing discussion about tough metadata that Toddy want to discuss last Thursday, but James didn't join at that time. So there may be some activities in this repository for the future. Maintenance update, this PR, this repository, we don't have a definition for the code owners and the maintainers, so Toddy added this. So please, I think org maintainers review this repository. Then we can, review this PR so that we can merge it. I paste the link here. Yeah, as you see that this repository, we don't have a code owners and the maintainers file. So it's important that we needed to add those files. So please, org maintainers, to take a look at this one. Yeah, maybe Shiwei, you can review this one as well.
Sure.
Okay, and I think this PR will supersede the previous one. at that time, we also want to address these missing files, but we failed to review and merge it. So I think this latest one will supersede the previous one. Okay, this is for the top repository. Then it is for the notary. Okay, this is the previous one that Toddy want to add in code owners. At that time, Steve approved, but it seems we didn't merge this PR due to some CI issues. So now Toddy create a new one, adding the new org maintainers. So I just request the org maintainers and the notary maintainers to review this PR. So maybe Pritesh, Shui, Wani, org maintainers to review this one. And I think maybe we can merge this without the CI check, because the CI is not related to these two files, and it is not maintained for some time. So we have we have org maintainers in this meeting. So I would like to see any comments. So whether if we agree that the files are good, we approve this PR. Can we merge it? Bypass this CI checking. Yeah, Feynman, I saw your comments in the archive. So before we, because archiving also taking some time. So before we reach this status, maybe we can first address this maintainers. At least for the org maintainers, it is aligned in the community. We can add in this repo, and this also will help in the future once we want to unarchive this repository. We have necessary maintainers.
I agree. Should we just archive instead of updating the maintainers? I mean, it's
Sorry,
just like looks like we get.
Mm.
Can we just archive the repo instead of updating the maintainers? It looks like we are just updating the maintainers just for the sake of doing it when we don't really need to do.
Actually,
Because
for
nobody is maintaining that, right? So
yeah. Actually, for the archiving notary repo, I create a issue, but it seems there are different opinions. So I would assume that we need more time. So before that happened, I think it's at least for the org maintenance, it's quite important. We can update first. I mean, basically,
but that means
yeah.
that then comes to the responsibility of maintaining it. And
Yeah, I want to second with Pritesh's comment. If we add new maintainers, especially org maintainers, to those inactive repositories, that indicates that new org maintainers or new maintainers in the list should be responsible for its continuous maintenance for users. I think this is one of the concerns that we update the maintainer list in those inactive repositories. And another information, I met Justin Cormack, who is an emeritus maintainer in Notary Project and for the original Notary repository. He mentioned that from Docker company side, they also have the plan to replace the Notary in Docker Content Trust and deprecate Notary on Docker side, they have a contact person, Johnny. I forgot his full name. He has a contact person, Johnny, who can help us to move the archival process forward.
Yeah, so did he mention any concrete steps? Because I created this issue, I think at least 1 month ago, and didn't receive much support on this, and also there are some questions. So like whether some customer is still using the content trust, and I think those issues need to be, addressed before we archive this repository. So you mentioned, Johnny, we will, whether there are any concrete actions we can take or ask for support, because this issue also was opened for quite some time. So actually my proposal is from Notary Project, this whole overall organization point of view, all the maintainers will be the governance folks for all the sub-projects. So at least now we didn't archive this repository, but all the maintainers should be updated accordingly in the maintenance file. And also all the maintainers later will be responsible for the voting and also the archiving this Notary repository. But currently we don't have this set up correctly in this repository. So that's the reason. I think it will take some time to archive. I agree with that. We should archive this repo, but I didn't see it will happen in near future. However, the org maintenance is quite important. We needed to update it to all the sub-projects under Notary Project organization. So that's the reason that I ask whether for the updates, if org maintainers, the current org maintainers reviews, it is okay with new org maintainers added, and also Justin and Steve, we agreed that they will be moved to emeritus. We can take these actions first. Then later, if we agreed on the archiving, then we can, org maintainers can take actions. This is also the responsibility of the org maintainers for this repository. So otherwise, we will be, based on the current status, will be, pending for a long time. Yeah, and you can see that we also have a previous file at that time. I think it's January this year. We tried to Toddy wants to update this, but still not enough maintainers review and approve it. And I think one of the reasons is that we are missing, because the sub-repository maintainers is not active, but we are missing org maintainers to review this PR as well. So it's quite important that we need to at least give a correct setup for this repository for org maintainers. So my proposal is that we review the latest update from Toddy to see whether maintainers are updated correctly in the file. If it is good, we can approve this PR. And I would like to, suggests that we can merge this without bypassing this CI checking because it is not related to these changes. Yeah, any comments, Pradesh, Vani, Shui?
I'm good, I'm good. Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, and later if we want to take any issues, PRs in the repository, we have the org maintainers to be responsible for it because the repo maintenance is not active.
Just one follow-up comment. Actually, there's no prerequisite for us to add org maintainers to the sub-project as a repo maintainers or as a org maintainers for the repo. From our definition of archival in the repository document, we state that a repository might become stale, like Notary repository. If it's showing no activity during the time span of a year, they can be proposed for activation by an issue. And once the proposal has a supermajority of approval from Notary Project governance maintainers instead of the sub-project maintainers, we are fine to archive the project without the approvals from the sub-project maintainers, because those sub-project maintainers become inactive. We cannot expect any response from them. But we have 30 days time span to wait for their response. This has been defined in the archivation process, so maybe we can take a look and see whether this policy applies to our situation.
So your suggestion is still we need to archive this repository, right?
Yeah, not only the notary, the original notary repository. I remember we still have another 2 or 3 inactive repositories. So maybe we can consider archival process for all of those inactive repositories this time. It may reduce some maintenance workloads and review workloads for org maintainers. If we don't handle that, this means we still have a lot of maybe a few PRs related to the org maintainers and other governance change in those inactive repos.
How about comments from other org maintainers? I mean, if all agree that we should, for example, archive the notary repository, and also we previously have the TAF repository, we need to go through this archive process, then we do not need to add maintainers. My suggestion is that we didn't archive it yet, and the org maintenance update is quite important, and also it may take a longer time to archive a process than just add the org maintenance in the repository, and the org maintenance it will show the visibility of our Notary project that to correctly reflect the current changes on the org maintainers. Then after that, I did not say that we should not archive this to repository. I think we can take it step by step. Otherwise, it will not take any actions. As I just shared with you, no matter it is the archive process I just showed in the GitHub repository or this PRs to update the maintenance from Toddy in several months ago, neither of them has been taken care. So I would like to say we take this opportunity that we have new org maintainers selected in this in Notary projects. We can first update the maintenance file correctly to reflect these changes. Then we follow up the archive process. Then if necessary, the new org maintainers can also vote for the archiving. Because previously we also have the problem that we missing org maintainers to vote for some important governance issues. So that's my suggestion. We can first update the org maintainers, then later we address this archiving issues. But if other org maintainers, you think it's better that we need to address the archiving first, then I can take a note. Then we probably need the org maintainers to go to the, for example, the notary issue, the notary repository archiving issue to comment, so that we can also take actions there. At least we need to, take some actions. So Pritesh, Shui, Wani, do you think we still need to archive this repository? This is one proposal that Feynman mentioned. My proposal is to update the org maintainers first, then follow up the archive processing.
I'm good with that. There are no changes in the files that are tied, right?
Which
this,
file?
yeah. If you go to the files changed here.
Yeah, let me go to the notary one. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, it's just update the adding the new org maintainers. I think previously Shri, Pritesh, Todia also selected as the org maintainers. Those are also missing this file. So yeah, and also Justin and Steve will be moved to emeritus, and the new org maintainers will be added here. So that's the purpose.
Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah.
I'm fine with it, but I'm not sure what purpose it will serve. If you're going to archive the repository, it doesn't serve any purpose, right? Unless in the meantime you're expecting the maintainers to work on it, which is not the case. So I'm fine approving this PR or merging this PR, but I don't see the purpose of this PR, what we're trying to achieve with this.
I think the purpose is that we reflect the current changes on the org maintainers, and also because previously we are also, because the sub repository is not active, and also we are lacking of org maintainers.
Yes, but
active
by doing that, yes, by doing that, we are also giving false impression that this repo will be maintained. I'm just worried about that also, because once you start updating maintainers and things on the repo, which gives an impression that in future this repo will be maintained, which is not the case. And if we are not able to archive this repo for next 6 to 8 months, will new maintainers take the responsibility of updating this repo? I am assuming no. So why do we want to update maintainers if we are not going to be responsible for that? I do see the sentiments here, but I think if we update the code owners, will they be responsible for maintaining it, or maintainers? And the answer is no.
But
So why do we need to update them?
But Pritesh, if you see the changes, you will know why it is changed.
No. So this is changing the ownership. Basically, you are saying now this repo is maintained by these folks, right? And we are saying we won't be maintaining it. This looks like a false impression, right? And we are saying we are archiving it, and we are saying archiving might be delayed, which I'm worried. Like, let's say if archiving is delayed by 8 months, are we supposed to maintain it now? Which is the answer is no there. Like, it's kind of contradictory what we're trying to do here. Yes, I mean, I do see the sentiments here, but the way it looks from outsider would be okay. There's a maintainer change, probably this repo would be maintained now because we are not putting it archived also, which is not the case also because we won't maintain this. But like I'm not against it. I can approve this PR, but it gives me the wrong impression that it will be maintained. And in the meantime, even if we update this, it doesn't help anyone, right? Even if we update the list, it won't help anyone.
Yeah. Yeah. With that, I mean, if we don't want to, add the update status for org maintainers here to show the reflection that we are still having some activity in the repository, then we need to address this archiving as soon as possible. Otherwise, it will be same. This repo is not archived and the org maintenance is not updated. So basically, it is also not good, right? So yeah. So my suggestion is actually a phased approach. We can update the maintenance status first, then we address this archiving. Then we the new org maintenance can also voting for this issue to for archiving. Then after that, yeah, then we can go to the Notary repository. Then we can archive that.
My question is,
works for me.
Hitesh, so you said 8 months delay. What is the reason for that 8 months delay in order to archive?
I don't know. If we're going to archive next week, we don't need to do this. If you're saying if we will archive in 1 month, we don't need to do all this effort, right? If you're saying we are going to archive this repo in a month, we don't need to do all this effort because anyway it would be archived. This repo has not been maintained for last 1 or 2 years. It won't be maintained for another 1 month. Doesn't make a difference. By doing this activity, it looks like it won't be archived in next few months. At least to outside, it will give me that impression if I'm looking at the activity in this repo. But again, I don't have.
Do we have clarity on that? Like, what's the delay for the archiving?
Yeah, I created this proposal for archiving this repository, and from Keping, I think his concern is that whether because currently there may be some customers still using Notary, will this bring any troubles? So this question was not answered yet. I think it is true that there are some people using Notary. That's true. But another fact is that this repository is not maintained. So and also another user is also comment here in 2 weeks. Yeah, he just wants that if this repository is archived, that we can put a note. That's for sure. We can do that.
I think we have James from Docker joining the meeting, right? Can we ask James to comment on this? That will resolve the problem here, right? Like, it's a valid question from bookkeeping that whether it will be there, and if James comments on it, then. And we already have James joining the meeting regularly.
Yeah, maybe we can. So how about this? we can ask Docker folks to answer this question and then see what will be the next step. So if it is not going to happen in, for example, in maybe in 2 or 3 months, 2 or 3 weeks, we can come back to update the org maintainers first. So action will be we can tag Docker maintainers here to answer the question and also to see whether they are also good with archiving this repository.
Sounds good. And maybe we can reach out to Johnny, referred by Justin Cormack, and also James from Docker. At least we have a people on behalf of Docker to state that they will not maintain the original Notary repository as well as the Notary TAF repository anymore. Then we should be fine to go with the archival process. Okay, so the next step is to get someone from Docker to answer the questions. So Feynman, you also mentioned Johnny. I don't know the full name, whether so yeah, so I will tag David and James in this PR to seek comments from Docker side. So if you have the contact Johnny as you discussed with Justin, you can also tag him here or yeah. Okay, in this issue so that we will know whether Docker folks are fine for this. If it is okay, then we can archive this repository. Then we don't need to update those files. If not, we may need to update the maintenance file first, then later address the archiving issue. Yeah, sounds good to me. I think those two proposals are not conflicted, and we can move with the first one and have one on behalf of Docker to answer this question. What do you mean the two proposals are not conflict? What we just discussed is that we need to go to the archiving first, right? This is what we just discussed, spend some time discussing this. So I think we need to target the Docker folks first. Then based on their feedback, then we can make a decision. If it is not happen in maybe 1 or 2 weeks, we need to address the org maintainers as soon as possible. I would say that if in this week we did not receive any comments from Docker side, especially this Thursday meeting, by that time, we need to address the org maintainers first. Is that okay for you, Pritesh, Vani, Shui? Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah. Then after this meeting, I will tag Docker Focus to comment on this issue. Then based on the comments, we can make a decision. I would expect that we can finalize this archiving in this week. If not, we need to address the org maintenance updates first. Okay, we need to speed up. There is also this one. Mani, do you have any updates from Nias? About this comment, he would like to update the current governance file. governance document to allow that organ maintainers on behalf of a company can nominate someone to for replacement. Do you have any update from NIAS on this one?
I think so, but I'll ping him today. I'll take a,
Yeah.
take on me. Thanks, yeah.
Yeah, I think if I can also help to create a PR for update the governance document based on NIAS comments. So if NIAS is busy, I can help to create the PR and NIAS can review it.
Okay.
This is another way, yeah. If it is okay that I can create a PR based on the NIAS comment and please help to ask NIAS to review it.
Yeah, yes, yes, thank you. Yeah.
Okay, then I will do that. Yeah, thanks. Okay, I think we just finished the first topic. The second one is from Shui and Junjie about the current changes on the code cup. So Shui or Junjie, could you take this topic?
Sure. So currently we're using the code curve to calculate the code coverage for the PRs and also for the main branch. However, the code curve now is V4, and after upgrading to V4, it requires a token. Otherwise, we cannot upload the code coverage. Unfortunately, the V3 stopped working recently, so we have to upgrade the code cover to V4, and since it requires a token, we need to install the code cover to the Notary Project org. And also, Junjie has submitted 2 PRs to update the code curve workflow to accept a token. So here is just a notice that we will install a code curve to the Notary Project org. Is there any concerns? And
What is
also,
this
please
token used for?
that token is used for upload the code coverage to code curve.
And sorry, I'm new to this. Who provides this token?
That's code curve.
Okay. Just like
So
it's on org basis they provide the token or how it works?
So basically, once you install the code curve to the Notary project, the code curve has access to the Notary project, and it can do some write permissions like adding a comment to a PR, something like that. After installing the code curve to the org, you can access the code curve token in the code curve website, and then you can use that token to upload the code curve. The code coverage to the code curve service, and then you can view the code coverage on the code curve website.
Oh, okay. I'm just curious here. Why did they ditch tokenless mode and went with token? So might be out of this discussion, but might be unrelated to this discussion. But why is token method preferred over tokenless method?
Currently, okay, so when you send a PR and you are sending actually from a fork to the upstream, right? In that case, tokenless is enabled. Is allowed by the code curve. But if you are not doing that, for example, when you are okay, so when you merge a PR, and that the content will be merged onto main branch, right? And the main branch will run build, and because it's running on the current repo, is not from a forked repo. Currently, CodeCov does not allow tokenless upload. They only allow upload with tokens.
Got you.
So,
Okay.
so it's not controlled by us, it's controlled by the CodeCov service.
Pritesh, I saw your thumbs up. So we are aligned that with the with what Shui just mentioned, and those two PRs need to be reviewed.
I'm curious. Sorry, there's a comment on the PR which says PR made from the fork to upstream public repo will support tokenless. So we don't really need token. In the core go PR, there is a comment by Patrick.
This
Second one,
one
notation
again.
core. Second one, yes, here one.
Yes, so the thing is, PRs made from forks to the upstream public repos will support tokenless, but PRs made inside of the repo will not support tokenless. For example, dependent bot. So any dependent bot PRs will not support tokenless. And also, once the PI is merged to main branch and the action, I mean, the workflow action is run on the main branch does not support tokenless. So that's the major issue here.
Or depend about we anyway, it's for code coverage, right? Depend about doesn't affect the code coverage of the project. The second use case?
It's hard to do so. It's hard to say because we don't know what will happen when we update a dependency, right?
Yeah,
So,
I mean, test will
think
run. Code coverage won't. I mean, anyway, if your dependencies are good or bad, your code coverage won't be impacted because of dependency, right? Your test will fail. It's your repo test coverage, right?
yes. Currently we don't force treating warnings as errors, and thus even if the code coverage does not meet a bar, we won't fail the check.
Yes,
Yeah.
but updating a dependency should not impact your code coverage because code coverage is for a repo for the code you own, not a dependency code. So
Yes.
depend
For
about should
example.
not be an issue.
Yeah. So the thing here is that we don't know what will happen if we upgrade the dependency. So in a normal case, when we update a dependency, the code coverage should not change. But if it changes, it means something wrong with the dependency, right?
No, it shouldn't. There's no use case in your code coverage will change because I'm just curious. Like,
Yeah.
unless there's a bug in code coverage tool, code cover we are using, there's no way dependency can break that unless there's a bug in this tool.
Yeah, I mean, if the dependency introduces some regression, who knows?
It's a dependency regression, not our regression, right? Because we write
Yes,
tests for our package,
yes,
not dependencies. So
yeah,
it's a dependency regression should not impact our package code coverage because it's an
yes,
individual thing. We're not
yeah,
depending. So
yes. But okay, so for dependable, it's another story. Let's focus on the main pain point. Since E has opened this repo. So this repo is notation code. Can you go to the notation repo?
Okay, notation repo. Okay.
Yes.
Notation. Okay, now in
Okay.
notation.
So yes. So just check the latest commit. So as you can see on your screen, there's a line called toddy sm moved org maintainer to blah blah blah. There and there's a green tick there, right? Just click it and click the build details, the third one, and go to the upload coverage to the codecov.io. Yeah. Scrolling down, let's see. Yes. So, yes, this one. So as you can see, there's a warning followed by an error. It says code cover token is not found. So the upload just failed. So, what's the impact for this? Is that if you go to the code curve, or can you go to the
Wait.
repo main page?
We're talking to different thing here. I'm not sure why this failed, because was this raised from
Yeah.
a fork? Yes, it was.
No,
So
no.
technically by
Okay. Just let me explain. So it fails because it runs on a main branch. It's not from a fork. If you are sending a PR, then you are actually sending a PR from your fork to this upstream. That's why it supports tokenless. But if you open a branch in this repo, and then you send a PR from this repo to the main branch, it will not support tokenless.
makes sense. Do we allow creating a branch here and doing all this? I was assuming the pattern we follow is always fork.
Yes. So, okay, just let me continue to explain because we are detouring. Okay, so so you can click the second badge. That's the code cup badge.
This one.
Yes, this one. So this code coverage reflects the code coverage of the main branch. But as you can see here, the last commit is the EAA 5FB4. And that's not actually, it's not the last commit of the current main branch. Can you just check that? So that's one. So it's not Toddy's commit. So basically, after this commit, the code coverage of the main branch is never updated because we are missing a token. So that means
makes
the badge stays. Yeah.
I mean, yes, I agree, but there are two conflicting information here. Yes, and technically, if you see it's failing right now, it shouldn't fail because the PR which Toddy raised is from his fork and to an upstream notary project, okay, a notation project. But it's failing, so we don't know the root cause why it's failing. Second thing is
No.
on Codeka website.
Okay. Okay. Just let me show you
Technically, it should
another
not.
thing.
Okay.
No, it's not should not. Okay. You can go back to the Toddy's PR. And can you go to just okay? Can you just go click the actions here, the access tag? Just right side of discussion and left side of the project. Yeah, just
Click this one.
click it. Action. Yes. And on the left side, click the build. And if you look at scrolling down a bit, just look for Toddy's commit. That's all dependable. Yeah, wait a second. Okay. Can you find Toadie's PR?
This one, the
Yes,
last one.
this one is yes, this one is for the main branch, and we know that that failed, right? And can go to the page 2. I think there's action run on the against the Toadie's branch. Yes, this one. Yes. So can you click it and see the details? Yes, show all jobs and show all details. Yes, same, and go to the code curve, upload curve. Yes, this one. Yes. Yes. So as you can see, this one succeeded because it detects. So Toadie's branch is not in the branch of this repo. It's from a fork of this repo. So it supports the tokenless, and it uses tokenless to upload. But when the PI is merged to the main branch, and then this action is run against the main branch, it does not support token anymore. So it's the
Makes
limitation
sense.
of the code curve service.
Makes sense. So it's not updating the badge we showed that it's just doing for PI is doing that. Okay.
Yeah, that's the pinpoint here.
Okay, so the next step for this code curve is to merge these two PRs, right?
Yeah, so basically, we need to install the code curve to the org, and then of course we need to merge those PRs, and then just set the code curve tokens into the secret of the repos, and it should work.
Okay. Okay.
So I guess another question is that do we need to create an issue in the .github repo for this item?
So in that repo, it's mainly for the governance. So the code curve changes. So what's the purpose for that issue in .github?
Just for transparency.
So currently we only have PRs, right? We don't have also issue in notation. I remember we have issue in notation.
I created an issue in notation repo.
Yeah, is this one enough?
Pritesh, Vani, do you have any comments?
So this is mainly related to the repository containing code, right? Source code, right? So it's mainly.
That's right.
So that means for not only for notation, notation Go, core Go, but also for other repository, right?
Yes, the point is that we're actually installing the code curve into the org, the the organization. So can you go back
Mhm.
to the CodeCov website? I'm not sure you still have that open or not.
This
Yes.
one?
Can you click? Yes. So, go back. Yeah. Can you click the Notary Project on, yes, this one? Okay, so current is not configured. Oh, okay, yes, you are not logged in, so you cannot show that. Oh, okay.
Mm.
So basically, if you log in and there's a button called install code cover in onto the Notary Project org, and it's
Okay.
an org lab operation. Since it's an org lab operation, so I'm thinking, do we need an issue for transparency?
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe we can create one issue on the .github. It's for the org level, right? So it's yeah. Let's create that issue.
Sure. I will create that issue, and also I will let others to state that LGTM on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Thanks for explanation. Okay. We are just yeah about the time. So I would talk about the third one. As you know that we will have a security audit introductory meeting on this. I think it's early morning in for Pradesh and also Wani, right? So hopefully you receive that meeting request from OSTF. I think it was sent by Amir, right? Payment, you can correct me. So in that meeting, we will basically walk through what are the main changes since 1.2, 1.0 from previous security audit. I will give a very brief intro on the major feature we want to introduce for 1.2, timestamping, blob signing, and also 1.3. We think the CLI should be added. And also the repository meaning notation core Go, notation Go, and TSP client Go. These four repository for security audit. So I will prepare a slide to give a very brief introduction on what I just meant about the scope, and we would like to see comments from OSTIF side and also understand what will be the rough timeline and the lead time for them to conduct the security audit and also the preparation we need to do. So that's the idea. Yeah. So if everyone is fine with this, with this scope, I will start to draft the slides.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. And also Freeman brought up this PR for the error handling guide. I think we can follow up it offline because we already over time 2 minutes. Okay. Yeah, thanks everyone. Have a nice day, evening. Yeah, bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Good day, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.